Hello everyone, this video is going to be broken down to 3 parts, maybe 2. Yeah, I think I'll break it up in 3 just because I think 3 lots can fit on this build, and this one really took a lot out of me. I don't know why I was really struggling working on the interior or getting like a clearer concept because I wanted like a vintage glamour kind of feel to the build or the interior. But obviously with base game it was very limiting because I had a couch in mind, but I realized it wasn't base game, and I was like, the vibe of that couch is what I was basing the entire build off of, and it's not even a base game pack, so I had to work around that. But yeah, I wish it was more colorful, but maybe I'll do that for the other ones because I recently been like, for some reason in my YouTube shorts, I'm watching a whole bunch of plant people with plants, like a whole bunch of like plant aesthetic with their walls are littered with plants, and I wanted to recreate that. But this one was not as much of a plant heavy feel to it. It's more, like I said, vintage glamour, but barely. Which you'll see, it's a little more of a darker aesthetic inside compared to the exterior. I kept the exterior pretty plain, maybe, well, not maybe, but I kept it plain because I wanted the inside to be a lot more fun and vibrant, but I ended up going with the darker color scheme. But in the next 2 builds, hopefully I'll try to do, like, hopefully I'll be able to get that across. I'm thinking of doing one like empty home, but I feel like that's kind of like, it's not really that fun to watch because if I'm going to do this in 3 parts, you're not gonna really be watching much if I don't do the interior. But yeah, because this one took me quite some time, and that was just, most of the recording is just me doing the exterior. That's what you're gonna watch me put together. But the interior, I went ahead and did that on my own because I was really struggling trying to figure out how to get it, the aesthetic I wanted. Overall, I feel like this is like the most simple in terms of decoration for like the bedrooms in particular, because unless the bedrooms probably felt more simple just because how decorated the rest of the home is, so that's probably it. Yeah, I think that's it. Also, these with the wall decorations, I was trying to make a little something interesting, like add a little detailing, just because you don't have the, what is it, like the wall decor for like the address and everything. So I just thought maybe do something there, but it just didn't work out. And then floor plan, I think I mentioned in my other videos that I was wanting to do a realistic floor plan, and that's what I was doing here. I was trying to copy the floor plan, and it was like the living room, that small place is the bathroom, then it was dining, then it was kitchen, and then the bedrooms in the back. And then I thought, because I've been wanting to get in more bedrooms, I thought maybe I'll squeeze in 3 bedrooms. But then the layout here, I just felt like it didn't flow as well, because here I am just adding my own thing. This did not look anything like the original. So, and then I switched out to this. This is the layout I went with, which we didn't cover much, but also I littered the whole place with landscaping just because obviously that's going to help bring in some more detailing, because right now it's very plain looking, especially because of lack of color. I really wanted to do an orange wallpaper or paneling for the home. I'm not sure if I'll do it in the next door one or maybe the one at the end, but I don't know, I just really wanted to do orange. I feel like lately I'm just really into orange. I'm loving the orange and blue color shade, not color shade, what would you call it, the combo. So that's really in my mind. But yeah, I also wanted to litter the front place up, just to look like they have a whole bunch of like random stuff. But at first I was thinking of doing an outdoor like seating area, but it just didn't really feel that, it doesn't really make sense just because the kitchen you have to walk, it is a long way a bit. But I could have done a chest table, but I feel that because I did chest tables I believe in 2 other front porches, I'm not sure, I just didn't want to be, again, repetitive. So I figured, because I did wanted plants, I figured maybe I'll just do these pots here, just to get that plants that I've been wanting. but and I stuck to those. Trying to think what else I did. Oh, yeah, I did this little, like, again, I'm trying to add a whole bunch of random kind of miscellaneous items for the home as well as plants. That was like I was really wanting plants just because, like I said, I've been watching a lot of videos about taking care of plants. I don't even have a plant, but I've been wanting to get one, just to have one by my desk, just because my desk is by my window, and I figured, that'd be a nice place to have a plant, but I'm not really, I don't have a green thumb, unfortunately. So if you guys have any ideas or any suggestions of what plant is very good for a beginner and someone who's not gonna be, an introduction to a plant, and that would be much appreciated. Because I do love the look. I feel like my room needs a bit more green. It's very plain, which is funny because I love decorating The Sims, but yet in my own room I keep it plain. But yeah, that aside. Oh, now I'm thinking about it, I forgot a mailbox. Oh, it doesn't matter because I still need the other two homes. Okay, so that's fine. What else did I'm trying to think what else I did. Oh yeah, I did these sittings here. I did this, like, I think I went for the, pinky orange. Yeah, I went for those just because I said I was wanting that vintage glamour feel. I know we have a pack that has like a couch that's very colorful, kind of like that. Very, I don't even know how to describe it, but that's the kind of aesthetic I want, like very vibrant colors. Didn't get to do that, like I said, but that'll be fun to try. Now for the backyard, I kept it pretty simple, just seating and a bit more planters and a jacuzzi, just because I haven't used the jacuzzi yet, and there are oh, I thought the thing froze. I haven't used the jacuzzi yet, and I figured might as well. I will have to make sure that is accessible to The Sims, just because I did squeeze it like in, but we'll see. I assume it will work. I don't see why it wouldn't, but yeah, I feel like this backyard's I really like the look of it. It's pretty fun. Very simple, but I think it seems like a nice thing, just like a nice hangout spot. You got plenty of things to do, and yeah, I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, I did the planners here. Yeah, so that's all I did. I'm making sure I remember what I added. I did this all in the day this build, so I don't remember. I mean, not all in the day. I did a few days ago. So trying to remember that. Now I'm thinking about it. Maybe for my next build, I could go and lean into with a plant. What is it? Designs, not design, but have the home litter plants. I definitely want to do that. For this one, I did a lot of decoration. For the decoration aspect, I did a lot of, like, they are a renowned musician. I went ahead and put like music awards, some portraits. Oddly enough, I didn't give them a single instrument. I could probably add that into one of the bedrooms, just because the bedrooms are very much lacking any personality, so I probably will do that. But yeah, I just feel like that's a recurrent theme with my builds, is adding the music, just because like base game has a lot of music related paintings, and so yeah, I was gonna say more, but that's just all they have is paintings. But yeah, I definitely want to add a bit, like, branch out. I feel like plants is my next one to branch out to. I'm trying to think what other thing to go for. I'm not sure, because yeah, I think that's what I've been doing more of, the musician homes. But do you have any like specific like family like, or households you want, like, for example, like you want it to be parents and children, single, stuff like that? Because I have not been building with children in mind. I think I've done one teen bedroom, I believe. I don't think I had done a kid bedroom or a child's bedroom. I may have to do that for the next build. At least one of these homes on this lot will have a child's bedroom, because like I said, I don't really play Sims with little kids. But yeah, I'll just have to be aware of that. But we'll see, because like I said, the most I have like bedrooms I added in these homes are 2, so I'll have to see. I'm gonna try and squeeze in a third, see how that works out. But I'm excited to get to the new area of Willow Creek, or another area rather, so I can do or move on to the 2-story homes, because I feel like that's obviously gonna give me more space to do in rooms and stuff. But here, I just wanted to do the single shotgun homes and keep them more like traditional in a sense. Not really, because it's not accurate with floor plans, but you know, well, who's to say it's not accurate? I'm sure there's at least one home out there that has this floor plan. But yeah, excuse my dog in the background, he's just laying around if you hear that. But yeah, I'm trying to think what else. If we're gonna when we're gonna move on to the interior, because yeah. But like I said, adding this landscaping just alone, I don't know, it's just such a simple thing. I keep mentioning it, but every time I see the landscape put together, all of a sudden it just feels like home. So that's my 2 cents on that. Even though, yeah, sorry, I don't really know what to say. I have no thoughts right now. I'm just watching it being done. I don't know why my brain is all over the place. I need to start recording these videos after I've ate something, because I notice I do have more energy. I mean, that's obvious, but I do talk more. Okay, this room, I really love the plant. What is it? Wallpaper. So I basically just worked with based off that, like in terms of interior designing it. So like I wanted to bring that warm browns and greens and just have that across here, and I feel like I did it well. But yeah, also this area here, I switched out that single couch for the love seat version of that couch, just because I felt like we definitely have space to put it in, because I ended up moving the jukebox over to the other side, just because I felt like it was a bit too close to the like door frame, which doesn't really, it's not really inconvenience, but I just like the positioning where I ended up moving it, which I believe I moved it across by that plant over there. Yeah, I just like that you can see it when you're enter or like passing the door frame. I just wanted that to be visible, because then also you have Sims have space to dance there more as well. Now for the the kitchen, I feel like this was the hardest for me to like decorate, because I really love the blues, just because there's a whole bunch of blues scattered around in the rest of the home. So I wanted to bring that, but it felt too cold compared to the rest of the home, just because there's a lot more warmer, darker colors, and I felt like this was just giving it too much, like making it a bit too cold. So I swapped it out to the like tannish beige kind of color. Also, we don't have matching islands for this countertop, which I've never noticed, which is very odd. But yeah, I never noticed that, so that was unfortunate, because I wanted to have a little like breakfast sitting there. But yeah, no matching island tops, which I mean that's Sims for you sometimes. You don't have matching swatches, which doesn't make sense, but yeah. But it's fine, because I ended up not having a fridge, and I didn't notice it until now. So I was like, oh, okay, I guess that worked out, because if I would have to maneuver something else, because I totally forgot about the couch. But yeah, the kitchen, very simple. Littered it up a bit with some clutter and stuff. But again, I definitely made sure that I had it an empty counter space so Sims can cook. But yeah, just put in appliances and stuff. I wasn't really happy with the dishwasher and sink, but just because I feel like if you're cooking, you cannot be loading dishes at the same time, which is just like a realistic thing, but in Sims it doesn't really matter. But yeah, that was kind of like bothering me. I mean, I could have swapped them around. For some reason, I don't like the sink next to the oven, which is a weird thing, but for some reason I just didn't, whatever reason. But yeah, now that I'm looking at it, the blue is not too bad, but I definitely think the swatch was a right move, because it's definitely brings in that warmth that the rest of the house has that this room just wasn't getting or giving off. But yeah, I'm trying to think what else I did. I also got rid of one of those cabinets, just because I forgot of a trash can. So that was something I forgot. There's like little things I'm forgetting. Hopefully I didn't forget anything else, because I caught the fridge, but I think I had to add a trash can later on. But you see here, I feel like this brown like swatch definitely brings in the warmth, because you see here we have this similar brown like throughout the rest. So I figured, I might as well match that so it blends in well. The dining room, very simple. Went ahead and added lots of paintings on the wall, did a little mini bar and shelving, just again to bring in more of that color that I wanted. But with the sink, I brought in the blue, because I don't know why, I just feel like blue is nice. Also because the blue is very not repetitive, but it shows up a lot in the home, so I figured I might as well make it tie in together. And yeah, and we're almost done. We just have to finish. This is actually the first time I've shown how I furnished the bathrooms. Like, I don't think I've ever shown me furnishing a bathroom. But yeah, I mean, like I said, not really much to see, so there's that if you wanted to see how bathrooms furnished. But then again, it is basic. I probably could have added a painting. Yeah, I probably should add a painting, because it is a bit plain. I mean, not that it's gonna be looked at much, but a painting won't help. I mean, it won't harm. What is it saying? You know what I'm trying to say. It's not gonna hurt. That's the thing. It's not gonna hurt. But yeah, very simple. But I feel that bathrooms I don't really go all out for, so I don't really mind a simple bathroom. But yeah, moving on to the bedrooms. I thought we were gonna move on. And now moving on to bedrooms. As you'll see, they're very simple. Went with more darker, almost a bit, not vintage, gothic. I'm not exactly sure how you would describe the style. But yeah, very simple. But yeah, like I said, if you have any other suggestions of what I can do or styles, please leave them in the description, and enjoy the video tour. Bye.